the summit from Camp 4. We head out as dark as night, sometime around midnight. It depends on the group and the situation, right? And my light source went out. No headlamp. Try the other battery, not working. Try the other light bulb, back in those days, not working. Try the other battery pack, not working. What do? Go home? Nope. Thankfully, down in Nepal and Tibet, way down there, lightning storms. It's like I could see, oh, look, I can go there, see, like this. So I kept going. My water, without water, we will probably die from many kinds of altitude illnesses, or at least one. So what did I do? I had a frozen water line. I undid my summit suit and all the layers and wrapped the frozen hose around me, hoping that in 1 hour, I gave myself 1 hour, if I couldn't, then it trips over. But thankfully it was 40 below, but only a dry cold, like we have on the other side of the mountains. Not so bad, right? And big problems with the oxygen system. Won't go into detail here, other than to say, my friends here will recognize this spot here. There are a number of false summits before people get to the top. I know people who have turned around to the last one, and really, if you can see where the projector light is there, from here to there they turn around. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. So their name's not in the book, right? So I feel bad for anyone who has tried it. I know a friend tried 11 times, never made it. So, but he's done other amazing things too. When we get to the last false summit, though, I look up and I see my friend Katja. She's from Europe, from Holland. And I think to myself, wow, it feels as though I have to almost, even with the oxygen, lift my legs like this. And it reminded me that no one ever climbs a mountain for anyone else. Each one of us has our own job to do in our family, in our business, our school, our community, our association, right? You're each invaluable. Everyone is. And so is Katja. And you know, 2 years after I looked up from the other mountain, I actually saw myself on the top there with her from Pasang Kita. And it reminded me, with Pasang, we never climb a mountain alone, and it was on this place where the oxygen problem was the worst. My oxygen system completely failed on the top of the highest mountain in the world, the farthest I could ever be from human health. But a friend of mine from South America, we figured out a way that would actually help me get down, help him get down. So again, if anyone ever says, oh, heroes for climbing Everest, no. The heroes are amongst us. It takes everyone, right? They say a village to raise a child. And on the way down, though, I have to tell you a horrible thing that happened. I had been climbing every day of the expedition except one day with my friend from the UK. On that day, he had a guide, I did not have a guide. They said, Mike, that's his name, Mike, you go with the guide. I didn't see him all day until I was coming down Hillary Step. He looks at me and says, hey buddy, did you make it? I said, I did it, and now it's your turn. How is your oxygen? I asked him. Where is your guide? I asked him. How are you feeling? And he wanted to go. He went up. Too long of a story to tell, other than to tell you this. I found out the next day that he did not come back. We don't even know exactly what happened. So yes, standing on top of the world, dream come true. Next day, worst day ever. Right? But in many ways, you know, the guide looked around at one point and Mike was simply gone. On one hand, I never wanted to go back again. But then two friends of mine said, hey Dave, you learned about success, you learned about safety. Can you help us be the first Canadian father-son team to the summit of Everest? And I thought, okay, this is not a place to set records, but if you want to go and have a beautiful experience and be safe, let's do this together. So I went back.